What's up, guys? It's Majesty Ibianga here with the Financial Drive-Thru, where we talk cryptocurrencies, all the updates happening in the space, investment opportunities, and different ways that you can stay profitable in this space. So today we're going to be talking about Newton, and it's a Canadian cryptocurrency platform that helps you buy and sell cryptocurrencies. So I want to cover that because I've been getting a bunch of questions from a bunch of my Canadian friends about how to get started, and I decided I want to do a how to buy Bitcoin series where I cover different platforms, and that way you all get an option to watch them and decide which platform suits you best. Oh, and yeah, of course, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more, right? Let's do this. Alright, before we get started, quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I only share information about platforms and coins that I'm either invested in or I've tried out at some point. And so that's kind of what we're doing here. So now that that's out of the way, we are on Newton.co, that's the website for Newton, and it's a no-fee crypto trading platform for Canadians. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about this part because there's some important news that recently started out, but no biggie still. I would say this is still a very decent place to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and a couple other coins. Now, they don't have a very huge selection, but I think they're still going to add some in the future. So that's something I'm optimistic about seeing. You can download this on the Apple App Store or on the Google Play Store. It's actually a very, very great mobile application. I prefer it to being on the website, which is kind of strange for me. But this is kind of what the interface looks like, and I'm actually going to be logging in and showing you what the whole platform is like. But you can keep up to date with your blogs and learn more about a few other things, about their brokerage and the prices that they offer. Newton boasts of being proudly Canadian. Here they say they want cryptocurrency to be taken seriously, and so they've gone above and beyond to make sure that they're compliant with current and anticipated Canadian regulations, which I think is a really big deal for anyone who's been skeptical about buying Bitcoin until this time. So yeah, definitely you want to see this, and just so you know, you can also export your T5 statements of investment income to help with your taxes. So everything is fully tracked, right? Over on this side, I like how they're saying they're very paranoid about the whole thing because they know cryptocurrencies carry risks, and they do daily offsite backups, institutional grade storage, and direct bank integration to minimize fraud. It's the direct bank integration that I'm actually going to follow today. Okay, so you can go through this whole thing and get started. I'm going to log in. I've already logged in on a different page. And so here you can see all I have in my portfolio right now is $25 that I received from a sign up. So that said, just so you know, if you send out your referral link to people, say if you want to introduce family and friends to Newton, you would get a $25 bonus, and they would also get a $25 bonus as well. And so that's all that's left in this. I usually just do transfers and then pull them out. So enough small talk, let me show you how to use the platform. On the right side here, you have the settings bar at the top. You can add funds over here, you can trade, and you can withdraw funds, which everybody loves doing. So in this case, I want to show you how to buy Bitcoin. So we're going to click on add funds, and you have, I'll just move my face out of here. Okay, get used to seeing me over there. Now, so you have a few options here, right? You can do it through an Interac e-transfer, which takes about 5 to 30 minutes. It's absolutely brilliant, and we'll probably time it for this video. Second option is to send funds from another wallet. So for example, if you've been trading on a different platform and you want to get Canadian dollars in your account, you would transfer that crypto to this wallet, and then you're going to trade it for Canadian dollars and then probably interact that to your bank account. So it's really, really simple, very fast, and I'll show you how to do it. Now there's a third option for a wire transfer that takes about 3 business days. Honestly, I would never have the time. I don't know why, but it's there for people who want to try it. So, okay. So in this video, we're going to be doing an Interac transfer, right? So I want to add funds from my bank. And what you see next, once you click on that, is you have a place to send a request for, so in this case, I'll probably be doing, say, $50, let's just say. And so next up, you have your email address. Now, the first time you do this, you're going to have to set up your Interac email address. In this case, I've already set mine up. And then, so here you can see the limit for e-transfers is $10,000, and the weekly limit is $70,000. transfer time 5 to 30 minutes, and the amount of Canadian dollars that you currently have in your wallet. And so now I just click send fund request, and there's a confirmation, and I send that request again. Okay, so once this goes out, you get a funding request to your email, and then you have to go to your email, approve that, and then come back here and wait for the money. So I'm quickly going to go off camera, check my email, get all that done, and we'll be back. And the time now is 2:44, okay?
15 minutes later.
So we can see now we have $75 in my portfolio here, and now what we want to do is trade. So you have the option to come over and do a Canadian dollar to BTC trade. You can do anything from CAD to Ethereum to Litecoin to Stellar, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, USD Coin, Monero, Tether, and QCAD. All right. Now you also have the option here to switch. So in case you already had Bitcoin, by clicking on this cross arrow over here, you can switch the coins in whatever order they are. So in this case, you'd be selling Bitcoin for Canadian dollars. And this is kind of what you would do if you wanted to sell. So say you already had your Bitcoin and you wanted to get Canadian dollars, you'd move the BTC up. But in this case, we have Canadian dollars and we want to switch it to Bitcoin. So what we're going to do is going to hit max. You can choose 25%, 50%. In this case, it's not big money. So we're going to do max. And I actually want Ethereum because I am very optimistic about what's happening with Ethereum right now. So I'm going to go max for this, and I'm going to buy Ethereum. And so here you can see 75 Canadian dollars for 0.03 ETH, and I'm going to say yes. So we buy that. So over here we can see all the information about the trade that just happened, the funds, what they received at, the time of day, all that. And then over here now, because I now have Ethereum and 0.03 CAD, you can still see I have two options over here in my portfolio. I'm hoping to catch some gains on this before I take it back to my bank. But yeah, that's pretty much how we would do it. You can see I'm already at 75.10. So if I wanted to trade this back, I would go back to trade. I would switch it again. Oh, it's already there. ETH per CAD. I'll say the max amount. And right now I'd be getting 73.99 cents. So I've kind of lost $1 over there, but I'm not doing this immediately. But if I were to do this, I'd review the trade, make the trade, get Canadian dollars back in my hand, and then I'd come to withdraw, and then I could do withdraw through Interac transactions and specify the amount of Canadian dollars I want to send to my bank. It'll take a few minutes again, and then that's exactly how you do it. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this whole process. I'll be very happy to help you out. Now, there was one other thing I mentioned that I was going to talk about. So Newton started something called surge pricing. And so what they said is, you may have noticed that the network fees for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and particularly ERC20 tokens have gone completely off the rails. And so as the writer was writing this, the most recent USDT transfer he sent out cost him $60. So historically, they've always covered the network fees. But what you should know right now is with surge pricing, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be covering only the first $5 in network fees for cryptocurrency withdrawals. And so personally for me, if I'm withdrawing from Newton, I like to make sure it's a Canadian dollar to my bank. Because that way I don't get to pay this surge prices. But if you're moving it from one wallet to the other, you may find that you will accrue some extra fees beyond the $5 margin. So that's something to think about. You can decide if that's a pro and a con. I started using Newton when I recently started having problems making purchases directly with my credit card. And so for me, the Interac transactions help like a lot, and I'm okay taking the hit on a couple transaction fees, especially if I have like a bigger plan going on. So I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think this actually ruins Newton as one of the options? What are the options you're currently using? I'm going to be talking about crypto.com in my next video. So if that's a platform that you're considering and one that I particularly really love, if you're interested in that kind of content, stay tuned. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.